Welcome back, everyone, to Whiteface Mountain in the hamlet of Wilmington, New York, 10 miles or 16 kilometers from Lake Placid. And we're back this afternoon for the second of two races today. It's the Women's Super G, also to be held on Thruway and Draper's Drop. Slight change from the men to the women. We have a race today with 35 competitors representing 15 nations. The Women's Super G will start 5 gates lower than the men. The course is essentially the same, just a bit redressed, as the race jury expressed it to me in their terms. For sure, we anticipate that the racing surface, as it did in the morning, will hold up and give everyone basically an equal chance at the gold, silver, and bronze glory. The medals will be awarded officially tonight, although there is a mascot ceremony that will be scheduled here at the finish of the course at the conclusion of today's race. Well, the very first general manager of Whiteface Mountain was Arthur Draper, and he had a lot to do with the creation of this mountain back again in 1958. And a few years ago, this trail was cut, and the final pitch, of course, named after Arthur Draper, Draper's Drop. Here is American Cheyenne Brown, 23 years old, from Donner Pass near Lake Tahoe, California. Going down the steep, little skid there, but she's trying to maintain that tuck position. She attends Colorado Mountain College and trains with the Aspen Valley Club. Try to be precise and gentle at the same time, coming through those flatter sections. .39.44. She is 0.3 of a second behind Acambre. Cheyenne Brown. Into the finish now here.
Across the stripe safely.
She is timed in
time of the day, 54.12 for Cheyenne Brown.
0.12, and she's 7/10 off the pace. She's happy with that.
The time to beat, so we've got a podium.
From Munich, Germany, Fabiana Dorigo. Our next skier, she won the GS title at the Austrian National Junior Championships just a week ago. She's 1/10 of a second ahead of Acambre, so this is a very, very good start. You gotta send it and live with it. Now a 1/2 a second to the good. This is a brilliant run by Fabiana Dorigo. Just a couple of gates remaining. And she goes to the lead by a second and a quarter. Wow.
With a time of 52.18. Skiing in bib number 4.
And Fabiana Dorigo, outstanding. Now from Ukraine, Anastasia Palenko, who is in the field with her sister Katerina. She'll be coming up in just a few minutes. Anastasia is 22. She's racing a bit on the World Cup this season, her first year, getting a taste of that. This experience will go a long way to helping her in her World Cup and hopefully World Championship and Olympic careers. She's 9/10 of a second behind. They're trying to use aerodynamics here to gain just a little more time.
Set themselves up well.
And it's a good run here.
53.61. 1.4
1.4
seconds in arrears of Dorigo. From Switzerland, Alexandra Volks from Bern, 23 years old. A little scrape of time there. And we'll get an intermediate time for her here momentarily. Alexandra Volks, 4/10 behind at the timer. She's 1700ths back, tightening it up. And let's see how much tighter yet she can make it here in these final gates.
She did a great job.
Alexandra Volks of Switzerland
Let's see how she does at the bottom.
is 8/10 behind. Second place behind Dorigo of Germany.
Alexandra Volks, that's good enough so far for second. So your top 5 is Brown.
Bib number 8 is Michelle Gurney, another Swiss racer from the ski club Matten. This little cloud bank moved in during the break between races. We did not have that this morning for the men's event. But that's ski racing, right? We're outdoors, we're not in a dome. Gurney's time is gone into first place by 700ths of a second. We did mention at the top, she is good in the speed events. Here she comes. Will she overtake Dorigo? Could be close.
Hurney grabs the line
Lost
with the
time.
4th fastest time of the day.
1.3 seconds off.
48. So a good run and recovery for Michelle Gurney, wearing good number 8 for Switzerland.
So Dorigo hangs on there. I'm sure that she had her heart rate accelerate a little bit there when that split time went to the green. From the Czech Republic, Clara Barracova. She's had one career podium in her national championship, and it was a win, and that was almost a quick exit right there. Good acrobatic move to stay on the track. Barracova 3/10 back despite that error. Dorigo had the fastest upper split. She had a couple of top 25s and top 50s in FISU races last month. There she comes down the drop of the pitch of Draper's Drop.
Good ski racing here.
Clara Barracova, the Czech Republic.
Barracova now safely across the line.
Just over a second behind in third place.
Out of the 9th start shack.
So we'll see how that holds up as she, hopefully, from her standpoint, can hang on to a medal position. From Norway and the University of Alaska at Anchorage, Carmen Sophie Nielsen, a freshman from Sandvika, Norway. And just as you heard with the men this morning, that surface beneath the skis is very firm. Only 800ths back at the first timer, so she's going to take a run at Dorigo. A 1/10 of a second back. This is going to be interesting. Holding the aerodynamic position to the finish. Half a second back almost, but second place. Not desirable, certainly, and not easy. Germany's Olivia Bank, a 23-year-old. Good turn right there above the gate. We talk about that a lot, but that gets the skis into the fall line quicker as opposed to going in there sideways. 4/10 behind. A second behind. 11th place right now at that timer. Olivia Bank of Germany.
And there's Olivia Bank with the ninth fastest time of the day, 54.1.
Here's Honcova. Top of Draper's drop. She was only 6/10 behind at that second timing point. Honcova approaching the finish here. Let's see.
On and grab the stripe.
1.9 seconds behind, 8th place.
Good enough for 8th place here for Slovakia's Petra Honcova.
Gasparakova, Waltz, Nielsen, and Dorigo atop your leaderboard.
Now we've got
35.
Leonie Flotkin, 22-year-old German. She's making a race of it up on top, only 1,400 behind Dorigo. Nice sweeping turn there, good execution. Here's where the spectators can get a look at her from the side of Draper's drop. And let's see if she gains or loses time from the timing point to the finish.
She's going to grab it. Is it enough? No.
She is only 6/10 of a second behind, 3rd place. Leonie Flotkin from the ski club Starnberg. And she is quite ecstatic by that race. To the top for Celia Abad from Spain. A good speed skier is Abad, 22 years old. Oh, hang on a second there. Good recovery. Got bounced, ended up on the inside ski, but pulled it in. Now we're in a portion of the track where the visibility is no issue whatsoever. So we've got a moving system here at Whiteface Mountain today. Only 600ths behind at the second timing point. And is Dorigo going to be challenged here? What will this be? 6/10 behind again. From that second timing point to the finish, things happen.
Only good enough for 3rd place, but Abad had it going coming out of the center section, and it was only some hiccups here on the Draper's Drop headwall.
Another Italian, Cecilia Fantoli from the Ski Club Bormio. Young athlete, only 20 years of age. Half a second back. Fantoli now 6/10 of a second from Dorigo. That gate that threw a few men into the air earlier today did so there. She's 1.9 seconds back. 10th place for Cecilia Fantoli. Here is a Canadian, Claire Timmerman. Dorigo hangs on to the lead here. Whoa, watch that outside ski. More of a double turn there, so that could be also costly. Claire Timmerman is only 3/10 behind despite a couple of bobbles up there. Can she be one of the few to gain time on the pitch here going to the finish?
Cecilia Fantoli, Claire Timmerman, check that.
Claire Timmerman is 10th, 1.8 seconds behind Dorigo. As we get to Switzerland's Dominica Miskova. 22 years of age. She had a couple of top fives in FIS giant slalom events in December, but as I said earlier, this is a different thing. This Super G, these speed events. The combination of downhill and giant slalom created back in the early and mid 80s. Miskova's intermediate time puts her 4/10 from Dorigo. Now, let's see, can she stay in the top three? The bump there at the red gate didn't really throw her much.
Good speed here in the final section.
At the finish,
She's going to cross the stripe.
1.45 seconds and a time of 53.63.
53.63.
From France now, Julia Sophie-Dagaro from the ski club at Saint-Gervais. She is 22 years of age. First intermediate time is about a quarter of a second from Dorigo. This is a section where you want to get those skis running. Hopefully you've picked a good pair, prepared them properly, and hopefully they can run a bit for you. Good aerodynamic position in that middle section as you approach this finish pitch, Draper's Drop.
She drives to the finish line and hits
Less than a second behind, 6th place. That is an excellent result by Sophie-Dagaro.
With a time of 53.
What a great day here in New York, right at the Lake Placid area.
Quickly out of the start from France, this is Théa Lambouré. She had good, consistent results in December and January at a fall Swiss series in Argentina. She had a couple of victories down there. Lambouré only 800ths behind, although there was a little something going on there. Let's see if she can maintain that going to the next timing point. She's only 200ths behind. Yeah, she maintained it and then some. Now the question is, what happens from the second timer to the finish? We're going to find out here in just a second.
World title. Will it be enough for Lambouré?
She's in 4th place, 6/10 back, but boy, did she give that a go.
From the French
bottom section is dead.
From the University of Denver, here's Mia Hunt, 19 years old. She won a couple of slaloms at Olympic Valley in California and Snowbird in Utah. So this could very well be a good session for her as she maybe eyes the combined. But she'll need a result here to kind of put herself in striking range. 6/10 out for Mia Hunt. It's a good showing as the fog now seems to be moving down the mountain a little bit. Mia Hunt to the finish, 54.14, under 2 seconds from Dorigo. 17th place. And the final 3 are now confirmed. The mascot ceremony will come up here in just a few minutes. The gold medal winner from Germany, Fabiana Dorigo. Norway's Carmen Sophie Nielsen is second, less than half a second behind. And from Spain, Celia Abad, 0.6 of a second off the pace. France's Théa Lamberet missed a medal by only 0.03 of a second. German Leonie Flotkin was close to a medal, only 0.06 from the bronze. Here's Celia Abad, her bronze medal run. Carmen Sophie Nielsen. It's a good aerodynamic position. And then one of the early starters, Germany's Fabiana Dorigo. She had that fog just below the start. She had to deal with that, but didn't have that second layer, that layer that extended further down. But in this game, it's about taking advantage of good opportunities and good breaks. And Dorigo did just that.
Finishing in 3rd place from the delegation of Spain. Put your hands together for Celia Abad.
They had it wrong.
Celia Abad wins the bronze medal.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, finishing in 2nd place, representing Norway. Let's hear it for Carmen Sophie Nielsen.
These are nice items, nice bullet points to put on your resume going forward. You won a medal at the World University Games.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, finishing in 1st place, and the 2023 FISU World University Games Ladies Super G Champion, representing Germany, let's hear it for Fabiana Dorigo.